Jai Hind everybody. Hope you all are fit and fine. So we will be starting with a new chapter, that is Earth in the solar system, and the basic learning objective behind doing this chapter is that we will understand what are the stars, what are celestial bodies, the features of the planets, the names of the planets. We will also understand about the features of the moon, the sun, the asteroids and the meteoroids. So let us begin. So when the chapter starts, it is written that after sunset, when we look up into the sky, we see bright dots, and we also see that the whole sky is filled with shining objects. Some are very bright, others may be dim, and it seems that the whole sky is studded with diamonds. And we also see that it all appears to be twinkling, and if we look at them carefully, we will see that some of them twinkle and some of them do not. Then we understand next is what are celestial bodies. Now what are celestial bodies? These are heavenly bodies in the space, that is the sun, the moon, the stars, and they form a part of the vast universe we live in, and they are usually very, very far from us. Next is what is a star. Now a star is a large ball of burning gas in the outer space, and that we see as a small point of light in the sky at night. And we also know that the sun is also a star. So these have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. We also see the moon. There is a special mention of full moon or Purnima, and then we have the mention of moon night or Amavasya. So basically we have dealt with the phases of the moon in chapter 5, and so the shape of the moon changes over a period of time. We see that there are a lot of changes in the phases of the or in the moon. The next topic is constellation. Now what is a constellation? When we see, or while watching the night sky, we see a number of patterns or various patterns which appear. So these are different groups of stars. So constellations are basically it is a group of stars that appears to form a pattern or a picture, like the Orion, the Great Hunter, the Taurus. And constellations are easily recognizable patterns that help people to orient themselves using the night sky. So there is also a picture in the book of the pole star. And now what is the pole star? A pole star is the North Star also, and which is the brightest star that appears nearest to either celestial pole at any political time. And it is because of the pole star the people used to locate directions in the earlier times, and it always remains in the same position in the sky. The next topic which we'll cover are the planets. Now what are planets? These are celestial bodies which do not have their own heat and light. And how do they shine? They are lit up by the light of the stars. And the basic term planet comes from the Greek word planetae, which means wanderers. Now the planet on which we live is the Earth, and the Earth gets all the heat and light from the sun, and which is the nearest star. And if we look at the Earth from a great distance, we see if we look at the sun from a great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just like the moon. Then the moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. I hope we all know that we know that what is a satellite, and it is also a companion of the Earth and moves around it. So this is for the first module. We will be studying about the solar system, and we will be discussing about the doubts in the class. Jai Hind.